One day I'm gonna get this countdown thing together. Hello, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You are with the crew tonight. We are discussing the Oscars. Why are you looking like that already? We ain't even got started. Um, we're talking about the Oscars tonight. Everybody saw Will go and slap the bejesus out of old Chris Rock. Um, um, so we saw that, right? I thought there was something wrong with my TV because it paused a little bit. I thought maybe my Hulu was acting a fool. No, that man got up and slapped that man in the face. We're gonna talk about it. And we're also gonna talk about who won, who lost. Hi, Charmaine. Thank you for joining us, girl.
Hi, divas. Hi, diva. Hi, diva.
So we're gonna talk about it tonight. But first, we're gonna kick it off with our weekly roundup. Grownish is finishing up the fourth season. I dug it. Post Zoe missed her graduation. But you know what's important? The diploma. Okay, the degree. I know plenty of people who did not walk across the stage. They just said, "Hey, mail me that piece of paper so I can go on about my life." This episode was about, closure for a lot of people. Zoe had told Aaron she was not going to Africa with him because she was going to work with Luca in New York with his clothing brand. They had a big brand meeting. The meeting appeared to go well. They were offered slots in the store. He didn't want it. So during a surprise kind of graduation ceremony for Vivek, they got into a heated argument because she was upset about him making that decision to not go with the chain stores and alter some things to change it. And basically, in the end, gave Zoe anti-muse so she can move to New York on her own. She didn't know what she was gonna do with that. We're gonna circle back around to that. Also, look, Nomi. I want to call her daughter's name. It's real bad. Nomi thought that she was gonna have a big court fight with her baby daddy. Because she was moving across the country. He had just moved to California to be closer to them. And actually, he went to go see a lawyer to see what would make sense for him to make the move so that he could be a part of her situation so that she can attend Yale Law. So Nomi's going to Yale Law. I don't think we found out what Jazz was doing besides dating the guy who is gender fluid. I think that's the correct term for him. Thought she and Doug were gonna get back together. That didn't quite work out. And then
Judge wanted to get back together, but she didn't.
I think she was over it at that point in time. And sometimes when we done, And then emotionally, she had things that she had to work out on her own and go through, missing her sister, which I really feel like y'all should have brought her back to at least get her diploma. I guess she was one of the ones that didn't have to walk. So Vivek is going to go to another school so he can finish his degree. So that's a good thing. And then Anna decided that she was not going to take the internship that Javi got her to hook up with because it was a conservative judge. And she's kind of changed her stance on a couple of things, especially after the young man who hit her while she was riding her scooter was undocumented, that sort of thing. So she kind of had a change of heart. And she wanted to go back home to Florida to work before she took that journey or started law school. So I think everybody kind of had a closure type of situation. We did not know what was going to happen with Zoe and Aaron. Zoe's dad, let me tell you, Anthony Anderson, that I feel like those are his kids in real life. I just do. And they might as well be because they basically practically all of them for the most part grew up right before us on TV. over the years. Um, he had a heart-to-heart conversation with Zoe about her stepping out. He don't want her to go across the country because you my girl, you my baby. But he told her that that's what she went to school for, was to go and follow her dreams and do what needs to be done. So she decided to take Anti-Muse to New
Check the
York.
private chat right quick.
Okay. She decided to take Anti-Muse to New York. Um, and she did that. And Aaron, she thought she saw Aaron, but Aaron popped up and surprised her. So I got a little grownish news a little later on once we get past everything. I wanted Wendy's opinion about this. Maybe I'll come back to it. Let's move on. Oops, wrong one. All right. This Is Us was hard to watch, but the inevitable is taking place. And by the inevitable, I mean the pending divorce of Toby and Kate. Um, the next few episodes, we talked about this. We're going to focus on each of the big three. Started off with Kevin, with the guitar man. And then now we're on Kate. And you see her traveling to San Francisco just to test it out to see how it is and see if maybe she and the kids can move and relocate to San Francisco. She definitely wouldn't have to work because Toby makes enough money. He's literally taking care of two households, but he's not seeing her. He has this life that she doesn't know about. She misses the old Toby when he was, a bigger guy, made the self-deprecating jokes that made everybody laugh, that sort of thing. But she realized it's really just she don't want to be with Toby. Basically is what I summed it up. So I don't know how they're going to get a divorce, but it's going to happen. I'm willing to bet something's going to push them over the edge, and that's going to be the end of it for them. We shall see how this goes. I'm interested in seeing my guy Randall's story this upcoming week. Hopefully and prayerfully, Randall will have some type of, I don't know, maybe him being a dad and letting go with the oldest. We'll see how that goes. Y'all, I'm really skimming through this. I don't have Wendy to really, because I watched This Is Us. Okay. Wendy will be back in a second. I know about this show though. So this week, Wendy don't really like Candy in the Gang. I actually like this show. It's actually good TV. It's giving me Vanderpump Rules for, Vanderpump Rules with, all these colorful characters that make up this show. I need Candy and Todd, and I'm not gonna go into deep detail. They are on Bravo, and by the way, Grownish wrapped up his fourth season with the season finale over at Freeform. They normally come on Thursdays. They will start airing episodes this summer, and we got some news about a cash shakeup over there a little later on in the broadcast. And then This Is Us airs Tuesdays on NBC at 9/8 Central on NBC. I just said that. Bravo, Candy in the Gang, because I did not watch Married at First Sight this week. I heard it was just not worth it to watch it. I'm actually about to be over Married at First Sight until they get something different, because it's a mess over there. Candy in the Gang, I like this show. A lot of people don't like Candy, and that it is what it is. It's Candy. But I like it. The girl knows how to make a check. She knows how to make $1, and she's bringing everybody along for the ride. Now I don't know how much she paid them, but she's bringing them along for the ride. So here you got Candy and Ty and the OLG, them girls. Let me tell y'all something. Aunt Bertha is my girl. Do you understand me? She will cuss you out in a whole hot minute and won't think twice about it. She the main auntie. I love it. But I thought Candy's mama was bad. No, Aunt Bertha, that's that chick. I just need y'all to understand. Aunt Bertha is not to be played with in these streets, okay? They tried to have a come together with the staff to hear their concerns. Let me say this, Todd, Candy, I've learned a couple of things about y'all, and I hope this has changed, because I do plan on Not necessarily standing in no long line, but I do plan on trying your restaurants the next time I'm in Atlanta, possibly if I ain't got nothing else better to do with my time, because I heard OLG's wait time is pretty long. Um, but this is what I don't want to see when I come to your restaurant, either one of them. Okay, I do not want to see dirty areas, period. Believe it or not, patrons can see the dirty bar behind the bar. I just want to put that out there right now. I need your menus to be wiped down. If the power goes out on a regular and consistent basis, guess what it's time to do? Invest in a generator. I'm just putting that out there and just saying that. I just feel like y'all need to invest in a generator, because that's just what you do as a business owner. Y'all making money. Y'all ain't losing nothing. Them folk is wrapped around eternity to come eat your food because of candy. Okay. So, and the OLGs, because I kind of like them too. So understand that ain't nobody got time to be standing in no long line to come in. Ain't no air working. Y'all ain't got no generator. Y'all still trying to cook. Like, I need y'all to get out there together. I think Philip is good for structure, but Philip is in too many scenes. Philip need to be in the background filing some paperwork and making sure the managers are on point and not getting into the staffs behind. Get the managers right. Your staff will follow. Your manager, Brandon, first of all, he is trying to get into the pants of Dominique, who is the bartender. They ain't supposed to be dating. Number one. Number two, he sitting down, eating at the bar, drinking at the bar, doing work hours. That ain't cool. Then y'all get on the baby Brian for doing the same thing. Y'all got to get management together. Y'all need to reel that in and rope that in. I do not like Patrick. Okay, I know that's Candace's cousin. I don't like him. Snitches get stitches. Dear staff of the OLG gang, okay, do not, and I repeat, don't invite Patrick to y'all outings, because he gonna go back and he gonna tell his cousin and his family members. Don't do that. And he whipped by the girlfriend. The girlfriend runs his life. So y'all need to let that situation go.
Yeah.
Please let it go. Overall, it is a good show. I'm coming back every week to watch it. You don't like it? Did you try to watch it?
I watched the first episode, was not interested at all.
It was interesting to me. I like to see the inner workings of the restaurant business. I like to see, now, like I said again, there's some things they need to clean up. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, Chandrika does not need to be your hostess. Y'all can have her working in one of Candy's many other enterprises, except for being she don't need to be your hostess. You got a whole nother hostess there. Y'all can find another hostess. I promise y'all can. Some college students around there need a job. And some high school students there that need a job. Y'all can find somebody to be the hostess, okay, of the OLG. Y'all need to stop using that excuse because she was there from day one. No, okay, she's bad for business. They caught her on the ring talking to one of the managers. He had her on speakerphone talking about Todd and Candy don't give a F about us. But you trying to be loyal to somebody who ain't loyal to you? Then she gonna lie, I didn't say that, but you did. They got you recorded, okay? You did.
Yeah, I did.
It would be interesting to see a reunion show for this. I don't know if did they do that for Vanderpump Rules?
What?
They have reunion shows for Vanderpump Rules.
Yeah.
So it'd be interesting so people can see what went on behind the scenes. And, I done seen the show now. I know that sort of thing. Candy also has everybody on speak on it once a week. So if the episode is focused on that particular person, she has them on her YouTube show, speak on it. I did not get to finish watching Brian. Brian actually gave a lot more background to a lot of the things that he was going through. And I love Brian. Brian is I would be a good Judy to Brian. I love him. Brian is the one with the flamboyant hair, honey. He used to be bald. He dealt with some substance abuse issues, some depression, that sort of thing. His sister died. The pandemic got to him. He really talked about that and delved into some of the things that he dealt with and went through. So I thought that was big of him to open up and bring that, on the show. I like Torrin.
Mm-hmm.
I like that he did not back down from old Philip here, Phil, because Phil was doing the most. I hope they get it together, child. And I don't know why Why is Don Juan managing the restaurant? What does Don Juan not manage for them? That's what I want to know. Oh my God! At any rate, Candy and the Gang airs one Sundays on Bravo, 8/7 Central. Oh Lord, I had to remember the time slot. All right, here we go. This is not a drill. Hey, this is not.
Did you you talked about This Is Us, didn't you?
Yes, you were gone. I couldn't give a whole lot of context because I didn't have my partner here. Huh?
What all did you say about This Is
I
Us?
talked about Kate and Dude, like their impending divorce, how she came out to San Francisco to,
Yeah.
And you kind of see the writing on the wall there.
But did you think that he was wrong?
I don't think either one of them were right. You get what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I don't think either one of them were wrong. Let me put it that way. Both of them both had points in their arguments. She's at the house, just like with the Thanksgiving argument that they had. You're not there. I'm with the kids 24/7. I'm doing what I love to do. It took her a while to kind of find her niche in the world. She's found it. And then you took a job in San Francisco. Then he didn't talk to her about the job back home. And, at least to have a discussion with her, he just made a decision, instead of talking to her. So both of them, I think, were right. I think he's changed. And I think she's changed. And I don't think that them being apart is going to help their situation.
No.
So
so I'm glad that my prediction probably will not be correct, because I said, how he was depressed and everything. I said he may off himself, and I'm glad they didn't go that route. No. And I'm glad it's just a divorce. Yeah. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. All right, here we go. The Oscars now.
So we're going to leave Will for last, right?
Will is going to be the very last topic. Okay. We're going to leave him for last. Okay. We're going to talk about, first of all, shout out to Will Packer and his production team. They did an amazing job. The first time ever they had a Black producer producing the Oscars. Okay.
And see, and that the whole debacle that happened, why did it have to be on his watch? That's what I was mad about.
Yeah,
why was it on his watch?
We're gonna get to that. So what I loved about it, first of all, Amy Schumer, who I don't normally think is funny, occasionally she makes me smirk. Amy Schumer, Wanda Sykes, and my Regina Hall. They didn't get the job as hosts.
Hold on, when she was frisking those two, Jason Momoa, I said, I wish I was Regina Hall.
And I got some tea. Him and Lisa are not getting back together.
They're not?
They are not. He confirmed it on the red carpet. Yeah.
Which red carpet? The one that was on Channel 24?
Whatever red carpet was at the Oscars. There were many red carpet shows. So I don't know which one, but I read that he confirmed that him and Lisa are always going to be family, but they are not getting back together. So, hey, Aquaman, I'm going to get my body together, baby, and we're going to ride the sea together, okay?
So that's why she said that he was available.
He is available.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Go ahead. Right. But that was one of my favorite parts. And then she called on dude from, I can never, Jacob. Elrodi, whatever his name is.
Elrodi? Is it Elrodi?
Or Elrodi?
The boy from Euphoria. She called on him. He's from Australia, so we got to actually see his real accents in real life last night. What's wrong?
Nothing. But man, I was like, she picking him. She was like, I'm single. I'm single.
Well, Regina always does that. I don't know if you remember when they were doing the tour for Think Like a Man, and it was her and all the guys. And so every time they talk, she get in somebody's lap and start rubbing on them and stuff. And they couldn't do nothing but crack up the whole time. It was just so funny. I love her. She is hilarious. And for her not to be a comedian, she really takes comedy to a whole new level every time I see her. So they did an excellent job together. I don't know. I say maybe they should host it again. I think they did an excellent job. I love Wanda Sykes' tour of the Oscar History Museum. That was fun. And it was hilarious because Wanda Sykes she's just Wanda Sykes, man.
She's funny.
She's hilarious.
And it was funny how she dressed up as King Richard.
Right.
And then Regina Hall dressed up as Tammy Faye Baker. Yep. And then Amy coming down as Spider-Man.
Yep. It was hilarious. I loved it. And then she said, no wonder that man was mad. His balls couldn't breathe in them shorts. Oh Lord. I could not. It was funny. It was hilarious. They got out in the crowd. They did their job. They did what they were paid to do. So I am grateful for that. A couple of awards happened off screen. One of them, which my guy. Listen, let me say this to you. I love fine men in every shape, color, form. Do you understand me? I don't discriminate. If you fine, you fine. I don't care if you white, black, chocolate, Asian, Malaysian, Lebanese, whatever you is fine. You is fine. That man right there, Jason Momoa. She says, y'all can have him. I love my chocolate person. That's fine. You can love your chocolate. I love chocolate too.
I love chocolate caramel, white chocolate, caramel,
baby. Baby,
I don't discriminate.
You know they say they come for the different colors of the rainbow. Do you understand?
Man, what?
They fine. That man is fine. Okay. All right. So so there were a couple of awards that were given off screen. One I want to note. Samuel L. Jackson got the Governor's Award and Denzel presented it to him. He was super happy. Samuel L. had never won an award. Never. I think Samuel L. been in the game for how long?
Some decades.
Huh?
Some decades.
Yeah. And he had never won an Oscar. But I'm glad that he did. He got that recognition that he did for his body of work. And I'm happy about that. So let's get into some of these categories and some of the winners. Did you see who won the nominees? Anything like that? Wendy, did you get to see any of those?
What?
Any winners? Any?
Yeah, hold on.
Okay. So I'm gonna start, and I'm not gonna do everybody, but I'm gonna talk about some upsets. Let me kick it off with one of the first awards that was given out, and that was Best Supporting Actress. Nominees in that category were Dame Judi Dench for Belfast, Jessie Buckley for Lost Daughter, Kirsten Dunst for Power of the Dog, Anjanou Ellis for King Richard, and Ariana DeBose for West Side Story. Now, let me say this real quick. All of these women are wonderful. Actually, I think Ariana DeBose, this might be her first film. I don't know. Somebody could correct me if I'm
think
wrong.
So. I don't know, but I know this is her first nomination, first win.
Right. Kirsten Dunst is a beast. I've seen mostly everything that she's ever been in because I've always loved Kirsten Dunst. Since she was a little girl in Interview with the Vampire, I was like, okay, she finna be a force to be reckoned with. Jessie Buckley, not necessarily familiar with her. I've seen her in some things, but I have not seen the movie The Lost Daughter. Let me say that.
And these movies, I'm like, I have never heard of them.
Well, I had not heard of The Lost Daughter. Everything else I'd heard of. I saw the previews for Belfast. I actually want to watch it because it's actually about a true historical event that took place. So I definitely want to see that. The Power of the Dog, I heard about The Power of the Dog. Never seen it, but I heard it was a phenomenal acting that took place there. Anjanou Ellis, and I hope I am pronouncing your name right. She gets it right every time. No matter what she plays, she nails that role. And I'm sorry, I like Ariana. She's a beautiful girl. I have not seen the West Side Story as of yet. From the previews that I saw, she understood the assignment.
It was a good adaptation. I can say this.
Okay.
It's on HBO Max. Both
I
of
do.
them. The original movie, because it came from a play.
Correct.
And then
it
came
from a
movie.
Yeah.
So it's on HBO Max as well. So I like to watch. I watched the first one and then I watched the second one. But I see how they didn't want to kind of copy the first one.
Right.
So there are changes because the role that they have, Rita Moreno, she was the Anita.
Right.
On the first movie,
right?
But they got her as. Have you seen the one with Natalie Woods?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the shop owner,
right?
That's the kind of role that Rita Moreno
That's what I saw
plays.
in the previews. Yeah, I've seen the previews, so I know she plays a role in this one. So I and that's fine. Like I said, and I'm gonna watch it because I want to see it. I just hadn't gotten to it yet, but I feel like Anjanou Ellis should have won in this. I'm sorry, girl bodied that role. I don't care what nobody says. She did an excellent job. I watched King Richard like 2 or 3 times. She did an excellent job, and she did what she was supposed to do. And I feel like she should have won. That's just me personally. Best supporting actor. I want to watch Being the Ricardos. I haven't seen it yet.
But that's a good one.
It'll strike my interest. They have some very good heavy hitters in this, but Coda is a very good movie. And the guy Troy Kotsur, I can't pronounce that man's last name. He won for best supporting actor, and he's deaf. Like literally, he had to sign everything, and somebody had to say, like, he's deaf. He's not like Marlon Maitland. I think she can talk, but she signs when she talks. So I don't know if she's like partially deaf, but he is like completely and totally deaf, and he did a good job in Coda. So Coda is on, I want to say,
he won Best Supporting Actor.
Best Supporting Actor. Coda is on Apple Plus, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so. And then another movie is going to be on Apple Plus.
Huh?
It's going to be a few more movies on Apple Plus.
I can't wait because I saw some things that I kind of want to see. But J.K. Simmons was nominated for Being the Ricardos, Jesse Plemons, Power of the Dog, Cody Smith McPhee, Power of the Dog, and Kieran Hines, Kieran Hines, I think I pronounced his name right, has been in a ton of movies and a ton of TV shows. Me too, and I haven't gotten to that yet. We finna get there. Yeah, I wish she would have won. I have not seen the Tammy Faye, but I see that little mama.
Girl, that movie right there.
I gotta watch it. So
it's on HBO Max too.
Okay. So she did a really, really they did a really, really good job with that movie. But Kieran Hines is really, really a beast. If you haven't, I noticed him immediately. I just never knew his name. So if you see him and you know that he been in that movie over there. He always plays like a little gangster, a little thug, or the bad guy and something. He's always been really, really good at what he does. But shout out to Troy Kotsur. Let me move on.
And you know what I liked?
They
had some of the people, some movie reunions, like The Godfather. What's the other one? Girl, it's on the tip of my Pulp Fiction. That part tripped me out. I love that.
Yeah, they honored movies like Pulp Fiction, The Godfather. They honored White Man Can't Jump. They did
what the heck did Wesley Snipes have on? I wanted to text you and say, let's talk about fashions.
We are going to talk about fashions, but I think we're going to talk about fashions on the sides up. So we'll delve into that. I knew we didn't have time tonight to do that and talk about the stuff we need to talk about. So we are going to talk about the Oscar fashions, but we will be talking about that on the sides up because I saw some things that I was like, why? So the best original screenplay was Belfast. They won up against Don't Look Up.
I'm glad if Don't Look Up would have won something, I would have been pissed.
Baby, why? That movie was so stupid. Licorice Pizza, King Richard, and The Worst Person in the World. The best adapted screenplay was Coda, and they won, and they beat out The Lost Daughter, Dune, Power of the Dog, and Drive My Car. The Eyes of Tammy Faye. They won for best makeup and hairstyling, and as they should have, because them previews I saw, they nailed them 80s hairstyles, baby, and them lashes, baby. Ooh,
and that eye makeup.
Best visual effects went to
and the girl won best actress.
Huh?
And the girl who played Tammy Faye Baker.
I haven't gotten to that yet. Oh. Best visual effects: Spider-Man: No Way Home, Free Guy, Shang-Chi, The Legend of the Ten Rings, and No Time to Die. Dune won. I kept falling asleep on Dune. I fell asleep on it twice. I'm gonna have to try again. Dune also won the best original score up against Encanto and Don't Look Up and Madres Paredes. I don't know what that is. And Power of the Dog. The best animated film was.
What did you? Oh, okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm just kind of skipping around. Because some of these things we don't care about. So let me get back up to the top here. The best documentary feature. You couldn't get into Don't Look Up. It was stupid. It was so stupid. It was like South Park meets what's the name of that show? Jackass.
Okay, the only gratifying thing that I saw is at the end of the movie where they all went to the planet and they got ate by them birds.
I would have stayed on the ship. That's just me personally. Okay. The best documentary feature, the nominees were Attica, Flea, Ascension, and Writing with Fire, and as well as Summer of Soul. Shout out to Questlove. Summer of Soul won best documentary feature.
I'm gonna have to watch that.
It's really good. I loved it.
It's on Hulu.
Yeah, it is on Hulu right now. As a matter of fact, it was in my feed again. Like I said, Encanto won. They beat out Luca, Flea, Raya and the Last Dragon, the Mitchells versus the Machines. Encanto won, and I was
as they should.
Huh?
As they should.
Yep.
Because this little girl, you hear? We don't talk about Bruno.
Let me tell you something. That performance was everything. That was all out. And then Megan Thee Stallion got up and did her. I was like, come on, Encanto.
We're going to talk about the performances. Let's go on.
Okay. The best original song, Down to Joy by Van Morrison, Somehow You Do, Diane Warren, Dos Gritos by Lin-Manuel. It was from Encanto.
Right, about when the grandmama and the grandfather got together.
Yeah. When the Latino guy got up and sang, it was pretty. It was beautiful. I couldn't understand the word he was saying, but it was so pretty.
But I felt everything. I truly did.
I know, right? Be Alive, Beyonce, and then of course Billie Eilish and her brother Phineas won for No Time to Die for the James Bond films. I'm gonna go this way. The best picture, the films that were nominated were The West Side Story, Licorice Pizza, Drive My Car, Don't Look Up, Nightmare Alley, The Power of the Dog, King Richard, Dune, Belfast, and the winner was Coda. All right, we love Summer of Soul. I did too. It was really, really good. And then best actress, Jessica Chastain won for Eyes of Tammy Faye. So that means I'm going to have to watch this. She beat out Nicole Kidman for Being the Ricardos, Olivia Colman in The Lost Daughter, Kristen Stewart for Spencer, and Penelope Cruz for Madres Para. I cannot pronounce that. My Spanish needs to be brushed up on. And then here we go. Best actor. Andrew Garfield for Tick Tick Boom, Benedict Cumberbatch for Power of the Dog, Denzel Washington for The Tragedy of Macbeth, which I still have not seen. Javier Bardem for Being the Ricardos, and the winner was Will Smith for King Richard. That was a deserved award. However, there was a bit of controversy, and that's what we came here to talk about.
Before we would talk about what Will said, what Will did. With the best costume design, the woman who did Cruella, she won. However,
I forgot about that. I love that. She should have won.
I did like the costumes that they did in West Side Story because it was done by a black man, and I really wanted him to do it.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. But again, she did an excellent job with Cruella.
She surely did.
She did an excellent job. And they had to get her off the stage, baby, because she was talking about what she had on and what this and that and what she thought about and what her feeling was for this. I was like, girl, they not interviewing you personally. Take this award and get out this stage. They was playing the music. She was still trying to talk. The folks trying to usher her off the stage. It was funny. So yeah, let's talk about this incident that took place.
This foolishness.
So,
okay, I understand, but I was like, okay,
we're gonna talk about it. Everybody know what happened, basically. So Chris Rock, and let me say this: Chris Rock kind of, sort of, I think Will and Jada have been the butt of his jokes for a minute now. So. Chris Rock was going around pointing at different people, making fun, poking fun, joke, ha ha ha, blah blah blah. He made a joke about Jada playing in the next G.I. Jane film. Now, everybody who watches Red Table Talk knows that Jada is extremely sensitive about that topic. I watched her shave her head on the Red Table Talk because she was tired of trying this and trying that. It's not working. Wearing wigs, doing this. I'm just gonna shave it. But it's something that she's very sensitive about because it's something that she has to deal with. I have a friend from college who dealt with alopecia, and she dealt with it a lot. To see somebody go through the turmoil of not being able to grow, hair in those places.
And as Black women, our hair is our crown and glory.
Yeah, right. So I understand that whole thing. Now, it looks like Will was laughing at him at first.
No,
and then
Will was laughing at the joke that Chris said about him.
Right, that's what I thought. Because everybody was like, well, he was laughing at the joke.
But here's this thing. But before you talk about what he's about to do, just notice. He talked about the guy that who played Ricky Ricardo and his wife Penelope Cruz. And but all he said about her is, now y'all both going up for the best actor and actresses. Right. You can't if she win, if you win, if she don't win, you can't win. So I know you saying, please let Will Smith win. He ain't say nothing about how she looked.
Right. Right.
So why? That's the part that pissed me off. Why you have to pick on Jada on how she looked?
So let me also, before we go deep into this, let me finish talking about what happened. So I think he was laughing at the joke that Chris told about him, and the joke that Chris told about him. Then Chris said the joke about Jada, and then
he kind of got into a nervous laugh, like, I'm gonna fuck this up.
Wait a minute, right? And he walked up on the stage and commenced to pimp slap
the slapperization.
Oh, Chris. And Chris took that smack, baby. He took it. I was shocked. Everybody was shocked. The looks of the people in the audience was like amazing. I think that's gonna be a meme for years to come, because to look at the different looks on their faces was just, oh my God. They were literally shocked that he went up there and did that. So he did it.
But I'm okay. So he was like, now, Chris, why didn't you try to move out the way? Move out the way.
I think he thought Will was going along with it. I really think he thought Will was, I don't know if he thought Will was going to jump on stage and say something silly. You know, a lot of people are used to Will taking the brunt of the jokes. Like, normally Will doesn't retaliate. He doesn't come back. He don't clap back. He takes it and he keeps going. Okay?
But then when he got slapped, he got bitch slapped.
He said, man, Will Smith just smacked this out of me.
Every time my mama hear Chris talk about me, Chris Rock say that, she cries. She be busting out.
Listen, and they said Chris is on tour right now. He got to revamp his whole show. He got to revamp his whole show because he got material for days now.
You see how his mouth, his jaw was like, he was talking, and you can see that the jaw was kind of like,
and he kept talking. He kept going. They're like, keep my wife's name out your MFing mouth or your effing mouth. Keep my wife's name out your effing mouth. So let's talk about this, cause.
And then I want to read what Will has said. He did issue out an apology, and I'm gonna read it out.
First, he apologized to the Academy, and
right. I'm talking about
night, and we can talk about that. But he apologized to his fellow nominees, and the Academy, and hope that they invited him back. So I won't be no stuff going forward in his career. And then Wendy, you go ahead and read the apology that he gave today.
Hold on. Okay, he says violence in all of its form is poisonous and destructive. My behavior at last night's Academy Award was unacceptable and inexcusable. Jokes at my expense are part of the job, but a joke about Jada's medical condition was too much for me to bear, and I reacted emotionally. I would like to publicly apologize to you, Chris. I was out of line and I was wrong. I am embarrassed and my actions were not indicative of the man that I want to be. There is no place for violence in the world of love and kindness. I would also like to apologize to the Academy, the producers of the show, all the attendees, everyone watching around the world. I would like to apologize to the Williams family and my King Richard family. I deeply regret that my behavior has stained what has been an otherwise gorgeous journey for all of us. I am a work in progress. Sincerely, Will.
So he's apologized. A lot of people said Chris apologized. I don't know. I don't remember hearing Chris apologize.
I was trying to say, this is what I was saying. I said, oh, what's this going? This is a good red table talk. And so Will is doing a red table talk with Jada about it. And he has declined any other exclusive with like the Today Show, all these new shows.
Yeah, he ain't finna talk to them. His wife got a platform. He gonna go on his wife's platform. I understand it. I don't blame him. If why take the story to them when you got the story, and that's gonna put more eyes on Red Table Talk. They won't know why the man smacked that man. We want to know. Are y'all gonna have Chris Rock on there? Are y'all gonna hug it out? These are questions I need answers to. Let me say this. Y'all have lost friends on Facebook, and this is ridiculous. I ain't never in my life ever seen folks. First of all, these people are rich, and these are rich people problems. We ain't never gonna have that problem, because guess what? If we hit somebody, we're going to jail or to hell, one or the other. So look.
But how much you want to bet? Because when he said that, and they panned it to Jada, and she wasn't looking happy, and then they panned it back to Chris. She looked at him, you gonna let this Negro, but not the Negro, with the other word. You gonna let this Negro talk to me like that?
You know what? And I don't know that she did that. I think he really saw the pain on her, because that was not cool. I really think he saw the look on her face. I don't think she said. I don't know what she said.
I was just playing when I said that.
No. But I'm just saying a lot of people are saying that. That's the argument a lot of people are making. Let me say this real quick. August Alsina has nothing to do with this situation. Okay, August Alsina and Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith, all three of them knew what was going on. Guess who didn't know about it? We didn't.
And then let me tell you this. And then let me add this. Because Will and Jada were separated at the time, you people.
They was smashing. I'm sure Will was smashing whoever he wanted to smash at the time.
He was. So, but here's my thing. If it was a cheaterization going on, he don't need to smack August. He needs to handle his wife. She's the one he married to, not August.
Not only that, the only reason why we knew anything was going on between August and Jada was because August, with his little emotional tale, which Jada knew better than to mess with the look. You mess with the pool boy. You mess with the tab boy. You mess with the gardener. People who don't matter. People who you can pay off and they will keep their mouth closed. You don't mess with no other entertainer in the entertainment industry. Then where was your NDA? I keep saying that, but that was years ago, so we're going to get off of it.
But then here's my other thing. Because, okay, we're going to put it aside. He's an actor. He's a famous actor. Chris Rock is a famous actor / comedian. We're going to put aside all that. Number one, they're both human. And then number two, this man was protecting his wife. Period, point blank. I don't
agree with how he handled it.
I don't agree with it either, but he was taking up for his wife. We always talk about how black men don't stand up for black women. And so when one does, y'all going back.
Let me also say this. There are a lot of married men that said Will was a punk for going up there and smacking Chris. Married, okay? He could have handled that off camera. Chris Rock told the joke on camera.
So I'm gonna since you're gonna humiliate my wife on camera, I'm gonna do the same to you. That's exactly what he did. But then let me tell you why I'm mad at Jada. Because she has shown herself over and over again that she doesn't have Will's back. What she should have done when he was about to get up, she should have calmed him down and said, just talk to him after the show. She should have been that strong woman and been like,
let me say this, because they didn't show him wait a minute, time out. Just like a lot of people are making inferences that Jada said something to him that caused him to walk up on that stage. We did not see when Will got up from that. All we saw was Will walking up while Chris Rock was talking. We don't know that Jada told him, don't you take your ass up there on this stage.
She didn't. Do
you know that? You don't know that.
I'm 90% sure. I'm not good saying.
What I'm saying to you is, you don't know that because the camera was not on them at that moment when that man got up out that chair. You don't know. She'd say, hold up, don't do that. Who's to say that she was going to be able to stop him from walking on that stage and smacking Chris Rock? I'm just saying. Just like a lot of people are making the inference that she told him to go up on that stage and smack him. We don't know that she didn't. Mm-hmm. They also not going to show that. That's the other thing. Either way, they're not going to show it, so we can make inferences and we can make assumptions about what probably happened or what did not happen. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't know that she didn't do that. I'm not going to say Jada is trash. Now, it's been some times where I felt like Jada didn't always have Will's back, but I also thought that the times that she did not have his back, they were having some rocky relationship problems. So I don't feel like I need to be there for you. Okay, happy birthday. I'm just saying. I'm mad at you. Happy birthday. So we don't know the inner workings of their situation or their relationship.
And just to say this, that Denzel Washington telling him when you're at your highest moment, the devil will show up.
Let me tell y'all something. Denzel is a treasure. If something happened to Denzel Washington, I got to take off a week from work. I need y'all to understand. Because in my mind, Denzel has raised me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that man drops gems and diamonds all over the place. He just implants them in whoever he's around. Like, he.
And then Tyler Perry checked on him. And who's the white actor? It was another white actor.
Is it Brad Pitt?
Oh no, Bradley. The other
Bradley Cooper, Tyler Perry, and Denzel Washington. All
but then
rallied
when
around
he won the best actor, if they was truly mad at him, none of them would have did a standing ovation.
They gave him stand. But let me also say this: they could have been disappointed in what he did, but still proud of his work. You could be disappointed. I'm proud of my child. My child is an awesome football player. I'm super proud of him. But there are moments that he disappoints me. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So, I'm going to give you a standing ovation because, first of all, my guy, you did an awesome job in King Richard. And not to mention, you should have gotten an award for Pursuit of Happiness. It's another one that he did that he was really good at. He should have gotten an award for. Like,
was it Concussion or something like that?
Huh?
Was it Concussion or something like that?
No.
Or was it First Degree of Separation?
I don't know. I got to figure out which one because this is the third time he's been nominated. And this is the first time that he's won.
Hold on.
Look it up, please, because there's 2 other movies that they knew he was going to make it and he did not. And so, because I think one of the movies that he didn't even get nominated. He did a phenomenal job. I hate that moment overshadowed his win. I hate that moment overshadowed Questlove's win. I hate that those things happen. Those 2 black men deserve their flowers, and he took the moment away from himself.
It was Ali.
Right? It was Ali in The Pursuit of Happiness. He is. Let me say this. I don't care what nobody says. Will Smith is an awesome actor. He's an awesome actor. He's an awesome actor. He takes on those roles. He does what he needs to do. He studies that character. And he believes in method acting, which he said he got to snap in and snap out of. And, spending that time away, which is probably part of his problem with his family. And I think he's mentioned that. Now, let me say this. Will's autobiography has been bumped up on my list on my books of Audible. I went on and put him on in the rotation. So I started his today. I think I'm on chapter 6. Because I need to know. Bro, I know you are a male Libra, and they say male Libras are, something else.
I don't know. It's something about having the actual book in front of me.
I'm on the go all the time. I have Michelle Obama's book, but I also bought the Audible because, again, I'm in my car. When I'm not at work, I'm in my car 6 days a week. I'm in my car, and I'm going multiple places. I'm never just at home chilling. I kind of miss us being locked up indoors. I'm gonna be real honest. I miss us being in the house because I'm ripping and running all over the place, and I hate it. I need a driver. So I think. I hope he's learned his lesson. There are rumors going around saying that he could possibly lose his Oscar. They can still decide to take it from him as a result.
But my thing is, if Chris Rock hasn't pressed, it'd be a different thing if Chris Rock pressed charges.
He hasn't pressed charges. He's not going to press charges.
He's not going to press charges. He's not going to sue.
Right.
So I just think that they should ban him for next year or something. I mean, let him keep that Oscar, but just ban him for a couple of seasons.
Somebody wanted to use the situation where the fan tried to kiss him on the mouth several times, and he was trying to get away from the guy. So when he smacked the guy to get away from him, they tried to use that as this ain't the first time. I said, no, that ain't right neither.
You tell me. And I had to tell, some people in Clubhouse that was talking about it. And they was talking about, how that was just, how he can do that and stuff like that. And I said, tell me this. Put the titles aside. He's an actor and all that. Put that all aside. He's a man that was protecting his wife. You tell me that even if you had a family event somebody dogging your wife out, you ain't gonna do nothing?
Half of these niggas ain't. I'm sorry, and I said that word, and I'm sorry, y'all. Excuse me. Half of them are not. That's the part. The issue is that if you had the opportunity to stand up for your wife, you would not.
Our generation, I probably say yes.
Our generation,
some of them will.
Some of our generation was the main ones talking about. Yes. So no, I saw them comments on Facebook. Okay. I mean, over half of them, he disrespected that man on national TV, but he disrespected that man's wife on national TV. But they don't care about that because at the end of the day, your whole focus is you. And that's why half of the men that are married, they might be having some marriage problems. Some of them are divorced, and some of them ain't married. They in a relationship, but you hopping from cooch to cooch because you don't know how to be no man. But you want me to honor you as my king, but you ain't gonna honor me as your queen. I got a problem with that. Now, again, Will should not have slapped Chris Rock. Will should not have slapped Chris Rock. Okay? I don't care if it was on national TV. I don't care if it's at the BET Awards. Hell, I don't care if it's at the Source Awards. It could have been at the BET Hip Hop Awards. He should not have smacked Chris Rock. Okay? However, he could have stood up for his wife in a different way, and he could have still did it very publicly. Okay? I think I don't have a problem with, I understood why he did what he did, but he should not have put hands on Chris Rock. Chris Rock also needs to understand people got their breaking point. I understand. That's what he's paid to do. I didn't know they was paid to present at the Oscars and of course they probably wouldn't want little old me just yet present at the Oscars. But I mean, I would like to present at the Oscars. You know, I'm not gonna crack on nobody's spouse. You know, I'm not doing that. But I just feel like we gotta come. That man is human. He is not perfect. Not perfect. He is a human being, and I think what people seem to first of all, everybody's problem was where it happened. Let's start with that. Your issue was it happened at the Oscars. That's your issue. Majority of the black people who was saying that Will Smith was wrong, the issue is it was at the Oscars. Had it been at the BET Awards, half of y'all probably wouldn't have been mad. But it was at the Oscars. It was in front of other skin folk. And y'all embarrassed. And that's fine. Mm-hmm. Y'all can feel that way. But I think half of y'all wouldn't even be mad if it was not at the Oscars. Let's go there. Additionally, he stood up for his wife. He stood up for her. I don't see no problem with that. He could have cussed the man out from his chair. He could have.
Yeah, and I asked him that too. I said, you know what? Either way, all three scenarios, if he would have, he already did the slapping and the screaming and the yelling. But think about it. If he would have just yelled it, hold on. Yell, keep your name, keep my wife's name out your mouth. He would have got chastised for that. Okay, but then he would have been really dogged out by the dudes, by the men, if he didn't do nothing at all.
That's what's pissing me off. First of all, y'all was mad when you was getting checked in the 8th grade, and they checked you. Some of y'all still get mad at somebody checking you and going in on you now. We as adults, we grown. Period. A lot of y'all still get mad. Okay. So you can't tell me that you're not going to get angry because you ain't put yourself in that man's situation. So you going to let that man talk about your wife like that on national TV? Mm-hmm. Some of y'all, I hate to say it, some of y'all ain't worth it. I'm sorry. I think that's why I'm as single now. Okay. I don't have a problem with uplifting my man and put him up on that pedestal and him being the king. But you got to give me the same energy I'm giving you. Energy got to match energy. I can't be, that's my king, that's my thing, and you dogging me out. And you letting others dog me out and disrespect. Now, let me also say this. I feel like had they nipped this in the bud at the SAG Awards, because Laverne Cox made an entanglement joke on the red carpet when she was hosting a red carpet. She apologized, but she didn't apologize, if that makes sense. And so everybody kind of clown her for making the joke about Will and Jada. Okay? Clown her for making their joke. If they had nipped that in the bud at that point in time, I don't think Chris would have thought twice about her. I'm not saying that Will needed to hit her or Jada needed to hit her, but I feel like they should have nipped that in the bud a while ago. They've been the butt of many jokes since you got on the Red Table Talk telling the folk your business. But this has nothing to do with that. They always have been the butt of jokes, even before they got. But let's think about before Red Table Talk. Before Red Table Talk, Will and Jada, they talked about the kids. They talked about their parenting, how they let their kids do whatever. They've always been the butt of people's jokes. Okay. So it didn't just come about with Red Table Talk. It's always been a thing for them. Always. So now, well, y'all, this the Red Table Talk. No, don't blame the Red Table Talk. Y'all have always been clowning them. Period. You have.
Right.
You have. So I just think that, it shouldn't have happened. Not on Will Packer's watch. I love the show overall. It was great. I just hate that, that moment overshadowed and kind of threw the trajectory of the rest of the show off. Just my opinion.
And then Amy Schumer. What did I miss?
It was funny. I'm sorry. I couldn't do nothing but holler when she came out and did that. Again, Amy was funny here. I'm not particularly a fan of her stand-up. I am not. When she's on shows, she's funny. And I think that's the lane she needs to stay in. When she's in movies, they're funny. When she do stand-up, she's not funny to me. However, she did a good job. And I'm okay with it. So I'm fine. If they bring them back again to host, I'm going to watch because they did a good job. Now, do I think Will Packer going to be back as a producer of the Oscars? I don't know. He did so many good things.
He did so many good things, and I don't think that what Will did should get in control of that.
Correct. It should not, Wendy. It should not.
Let me tell you why. They should take some of the blame on it, because where was their security team?
They don't have security at those awards.
See? Now they're going to need it.
Then on top of that, they give them liquor, like unlimited liquor. They drinking throughout the whole show. Like drinking. So, I don't know what drink Will was on at the time he got up on the stage and smacked that man. I remember the year that Tina Fey and Amy Poehler hosted the Oscars or the Golden Globes, whichever ones it was. They was drunk, baby. Halfway through that broadcast, they was drunk. I mean, there are ways to combat some things. But I am going to say, I'm glad Will apologize. I hope he gets over it. Whatever he got going on, he need to get that together. Because you can't go in public doing that. So nobody. So hopefully he gets that all the way together. Tiffany Haddish had something funny to say about it.
What did you say?
She told Jada she needs to go home and get on her knees. If you know what I mean.
Yes, I know what you mean.
Mm-hmm. All right. We will be talking about the fashions this Sunday. Make sure y'all join us and the performances. Oops. I didn't post it on here. Okay.
What?
Cash Shake-Up. I must have put it on the other one. There's a Cash Shake-Up with Grownish. So y'all, I'm sorry. I don't have my movie and TV news. I put the slide up. It must be on the other one that I had. So there's a cash shakeup with Grownish. We talked about Junior joining the cast of Grownish for the new season coming in this summer. Of course, everybody got to find a job. Anthony Anderson got him a job at the original Law and Order. Tracy Ellis Ross, I saw her on something on Hulu. I'm sure she's gonna be doing some other things coming up real soon. I don't know if they're doing Oldish, but Jennifer Lewis is on some other show. She also narrated the documentary about the young man who was killed at the school, and they didn't have an answer as to what happened to him, which was crazy. That was really, I think that white boy killed. I really think them white boys killed him, but I digress. So everybody's finding jobs. The other baby, she's producing and putting on movies and shows and all that stuff. I don't know what the other baby's doing, but I'm sure he's gonna be in something real soon. So everybody's getting jobs because these shows are ending. Grownish is losing 6 cast members. So Holly.
You know what? I think they should make like every now and then appearances. Like if she calls,
I think they probably will. Like with Holly calling while she was shooting The Little Mermaid. Mm-hmm. Holly and Chloe, Nomi, and Anna, as well as Vivek and Luca, they're gone. They will be going on to do other things. They always are going to be a part of the Grownish family, but they're moving on with Marcus Scribner, aka Junior, coming in to start at Cal U after taking a break. How long was he out of school? He been out of school for a minute because he graduated a year after Zoe, right?
Right.
So now he's starting school at Cal U because he wanted to kind of get out there and work and do his thing. And he did. He was doing good as a junior associate at his father's firm, at the firm that his father worked at, because it's not his father's firm, it's the firm his father worked at. And so I think his girlfriend, I haven't been following Blackish, but I know she was thinking about going to the East Coast to go to school. And so I don't know if they were able to make that work. I get caught up on Blackish because this is the last season, and I'm sure episodes have been good. But Marcus Scribner is going to be coming to the campus. Zoe is staying. Aaron is staying, and so is Doug. So Diggy, Yar Shahidi, and Trevor. I don't know that baby's name. It's gonna come to me. They're all going to be staying, so you're going to still be able to follow their journeys out in the real world after graduation. However, Marcus and his crew or group of people are going to come together, and so you're going to see a whole new group of students coming to the table. So hopefully and prayerfully, we'll get to see some things with that and kind of see the different dynamics. Hopefully, the show will still be as good, and they'll still face issues that they normally would face on a college campus. So hopefully and prayerfully, we'll be able to get them to dive into the issues like they were able to with Zoe on campus. So that is all the TV news. Wendy, you got a show pick of the week?
The show pick of the week. Okay, so you was talking about Blackish. Okay, that is my show pick of the week.
I ain't watched it, but go on, talk about it.
I didn't watch the Wonder Years. I mean, it's so much. Like, dang.
It was good. The Wonder Years was good.
Okay, I can watch it tomorrow. But I think my print is not working. But Andre, he was working on. He had an opportunity to do a Super Bowl commercial.
Okay.
So he did the Super Bowl commercial. He was nominated for the best ad for one of their things. Right. So they was thinking he wasn't going to get it, but he ended up winning.
That's good.
But then he also realized when he was, Bo and them, they were just all, all celebrating and stuff like that. And then the youngest son started playing the piano. And so that kind of struck a chord with Dre. They can't see you, honey. They kind of struck a chord with Dre because he was like, "Where was I? I missed all of this." So then it kind of made him focus more on his family. So at the end, he said, I'm gonna take an off day. I'm gonna hang out with my son."
Yeah.
But he won the award and
That's
everything.
good.
So
I'm glad he
so
did.
they was
That's
like,
cool.
there's gonna be more work coming your way and stuff like that. So
He's in a new department. He's infiltrated a department that he was a part of the urban department before. And so now he's moved up to where the big wigs play. So that's a good thing. I like that. I'm gonna check that out. Of course, you know what my show pick is, and we're gonna talk about it. It's
right.
Bridgerton.
Girl, yes. I don't understand why people didn't like it too much. It was a lot of folks who was very
Let me say this,
disappointed.
y'all. If y'all just want to watch soft porn, just say that, okay? Because I think they were doing a lot more screwing last season than they did this season. Because Anthony was screwing the opera singer, and then Daphne and Reggae was
Yeah.
doing the do. They had a whole episode where that's all they was doing. So, like, just say you want to watch soft porn. I would be okay with that. I like acting. I like to see the drama unfold. I liked it. This was a good storyline. They drug it on a little bit, a couple of episodes, but for the most part, it's really good. I enjoyed the actors and actresses, and I'm glad Anthony found his wife. Now
And he fell in love with the wife.
He
Because
fell
at
in
first
love
he was
with
like, I'm not gonna fall in love.
right,
It doesn't make sense.
right.
Blah blah blah.
But we also got to see the why behind him not wanting to fall in love. And so with that being said, I liked it. We're gonna talk about it. It's not going to be a whole episode like Bel Air. It's gonna be Bel Air. When we talk about Bel Air, it's gonna be the whole episode. So we won't be talking about any other shows that week. We're gonna table them for the following week because Bel Air is a lot to unpack. So we need the whole time for Bel Air. But Bridgerton, Wendy had thought we were gonna be able to do it, week by week. She also thought that probably we could probably do a whole thing. It ain't gonna take us that long to go through Bridgerton because it was pretty much boy meets girl. They hate each other. He gonna marry her sister. But I liked it. So that's my show pick of the week. I gotta finish watching Young, Fabulous, and African, or African, Young, and Fabulous, or whatever.
I only saw the first 10 minutes of it and I was like, okay.
I like it. I like seeing us because
I do too.
And I get their reasoning for doing it. You don't see when you think African, you think of poverty. You think of huts. You think of because that's the images that were portrayed to us growing up for so long.
Right. And then, but you know what? Buying a house in Africa, a nice house, it doesn't cost that much.
It does not. That's and so if you're successful at what you do over there, you're gonna thrive and you're gonna make money. You're gonna do your thing. So I love it. I'm talking about they got private jets and they getting luxury cars and they doing this and they doing that, and I love it. So I like to see that because I like to see blacks in opulence. I love it. I dig it a whole lot. And so I'm excited about seeing it. I just gotta finish it because I get tired because we got so much to do, so much to look at, so much to watch. So y'all make sure y'all check out Bridgerton on Netflix and make sure y'all check out Blackish. They will be wrapping up their season pretty soon here.
And don't laugh at me. I did wake up around 2:15 a.m. and watched it. Started watching Blackish? It. No, Bridgerton.
Hey man, I'm telling you, I'm gonna watch it like probably about 15 more times because it was good.
It was good. I like the part when they was playing the game at the house.
I love the game, man. Look,
but I want to play it. I cried that whole entire episode. Episode 3 with the father. When you saw the father, that's how he died.
Yeah. Yeah, he was allergic to the bee sting.
And then when she got stung by the bee, he was so scared.
He was so like, baby, he was freaking out. And she was like, dude, I just got stung by a bee. And I was like, fool, I would have been freaking out too, because bee stings are not fun. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah. But yeah, watch Bridgerton, y'all. You know,
it's a Shonda Rhimes production.
Didn't you think Marina kind of gained weight?
Who?
Marina, she was kind of fat in the face. Look at a season. Look at an episode last season, and then we watched that season where he called and visit Marina.
She had twins, so you know sometimes it's hard for us to get that baby fat off. I don't know.
It's on its way.
Okay. Well, guys, if Wendy doesn't have anything else, y'all make sure y'all check us out this Sunday, 3:45, right here for the Size Up. We're going to talk about the Oscar fashions and the Oscar performances. We'll delve into that a little bit next week and whatever other mess we got to talk about for the week. And we will see you guys next time. Y'all have a wonderful, 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 wonderful. I'm going to keep saying wonderful till I get to it. Wonderful evening.
Mm-hmm.